Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, SuperCoach Pro. Today we're just doing a live stream. I should say good morning. Someone's going to say good morning because it is a little bit past midnight. I'll be honest, I didn't get to watch the Cats v Dogs game because we all know I work afternoon shift. So just knocked off not long ago. Seen some of the scores and oh boy, I want to talk about two players I'm very keen on next week. You guys probably think I'm probably catfishing at this point with some of the crazy picks, but they're going to be low 400k and they have a good fixture. And if I have enough money for both of them, I'll go there. And these are the players that interest me tonight, just as some cheap plays. Look, they're disgusting, I know, but I want to go through the game. You tell me maybe the eye test. I'll have to rewatch this game because clearly I was at work, but also just wanted a special thanks to Abs, who hosted to get me to 1K sub challenge, basically. And I'll tell you what, it's actually been really fun to watch them go up and just hit a milestone because I've been doing this for 4 years, and it's very nice to finally get sort of reward for effort and the hard work you put into these things and the hours and dedication that you do. And yeah, doing 3 or 4 hour lives that you guys have been around for as well. So the guy I'm actually interested is in the first one is Jeremy Cameron. And he's going to be 423,000. With his fixture coming up, I'm going there. If I can get him next week, I will. And I still like Tom Stewart. I know you guys are going to call him a trap, but I don't really care. He's got Gold Coast as a key forward, of course. And he's got Gold Coast, Essendon, Brisbane, Richmond, Giants. So there's a few really good matchups there. Look, I can use him as an F7. So, yeah, I really like him. And Tom Stewart's now finally bottomed out. I think next week he'll be 423k, something like that. I think it's 423. I think Scobes from, what is it called? DR SuperCoach, you guys know that one. Sword Play. He gives the price projections. So if you ever want to ask him, shout out to him. He's the one I go to for what players are going to be after the night's game. Look, I know there's probably bugger all interested in Stewart, but I'm just going to run this guy as my D6 for 400 and something K. Don't really care what anyone else thinks of this. Because I'm pretty keen. I know he's been a bit of a injury-prone bastard the last couple of years, but it's buys, and I just need guys that are going to fill roles. I'd rather have a Tom Stewart and Jeremy Cameron with the fixture than a bloody rookie on the field. Neil, I've got no interest for. Holmes, I'm just going to anti-pod at this point for the time being. Nobody really interests me in the Cats lineup, to be honest. On the doggy side, Liberatore would be a nice pod, but I think Bonds is where you want to go. Again, this is probably why I don't pay up huge numbers for midfielders, because he will come down now with that 107 in his cycle. He's got Hawthorn. Don't know if McGuinness will go to him. Probably too small, McGuinness. But then he's got St Kilda that he just goes nuts against. But if we were to play around with it, he scored 107 in the projections. Let's say, let's be nice and let's just go. We'll just score to 110 and project the next turn. And you probably go better than this against St Kilda. But let's just go 120. So he'll come around 600,000 if he does that anyway. So yeah, Bond's still on my radar. Richard's such a good hone. English I've no love for. Kennedy's always been a little bit stiff. I was discussing this, actually. Cheese brought this up to me, that Kennedy's stiff for his points considering what he does. Even when I saw the goals he kicked, I couldn't believe there's only on 91 when he flagged this to me. And other than that, no real love for anybody else. Dale, the roller coaster, 80 or 140, but you'll take that sort of a ride. But Richards, my boy here, tearing it up on the track. You guys probably want to know my trades, but you can probably spot them. I'll go into the comments because I haven't read a single one here. But yeah, what is going on? Lachlan, nice to hear from you, mate. Says, what's going on, brother? Hope all is well. Yeah, it is, mate. It is very well. Hope you're well too. Are you getting Jackson? No, I'm not this week. In my trade plans, what have we done, ladies and gentlemen? This is than what we've done so far. So I'm ranked 43, so I'm not here to, spiders. Sinclair's in 80% of the top 1%, so I can't anti-pot him. He's also a good VC and C option. Break even of 66. I'm not paying any more than 539 for this bloke. Look, he's probably the cheapest he's gotten to. He was 529k last week, but I had to grab Tristan Cherry, so he's bottomed at 529. I have to bring him at 539 because he was around 640, so he's almost 100k off his not starting price, but his first month of football. And he's just a good VC and C every week. So for 539k, he's the buy of the week for me. It's amazing a couple stinkers keeps a player like his caliber down low. Bolton, a risk reward. I'm using him as a cash cow. I don't know if he will be a keeper, so don't ask me that one. I'm probably just going to ride him out to 550k and swap him for Nick Dacos or something like that. I don't know what I'll do him, but at the very least, I'm going to use him as a cash cow because I went early on Simpson. So the rookies I do like, I'll have a look at it in a sec. I'll just get to you guys here as well because I get a little bit off track this time of night, but I'm not going with Jackson at this point. Jack says, oi, congrats, my brother, on the milestone. You must be chuffed. I'll have a beer for you. Yeah, I'm very chuffed, mate. I'm so bloody excited, honestly. If you watch the video with Abs and the collab we did with the 6 of us, I was, very excited, especially towards the end there. So appreciate that. Thanks, Lachlan. Says, you deserve it, brother. Max, I love Jezza, honestly. Jezza was a pick. Very, very good. I think. What's going on? I still love that picture. Bloody sick. Boise, I don't know how you say your name. I'm always going to butcher stuff like that. Anyway, guys, I'll be jumping on Shai Bolton this week. That's good because I am too. With Rankin, Horn Francis, and McRae out of my team. At least you got a boost to do it. See, I don't have a boost, or else that'd be a beautiful time to use a boost. But yeah, don't have one. So, Corey, well done for the 1K subs. Yeah, thank you very much. Jumping on Bolton. Yeah, look, I think Bolton's like a lot of people are going to bring him in. So, how many people have bought him in? Trade-ins. Wow. 20,000 coaches have bought in Shai Bolton. How many in the top 1%? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I think it's actually Shai Bolton. I don't even know what it is. Shai, whatever. We know I'm no English teacher, but top 1% going Cooper Simpson. Kind of nice that I went early on Simpson, or else I would have had to bring him in this week. I don't really like going early on rookies, but he just stood out just due to his position. Wow, 464, so 13% in the top 1% have grabbed Bolton. I thought this would be a lot higher. I thought this would be around maybe 20, 25% mark. Anderson's interesting. Not for me, not with the run they've got. Sinclair, most people own Sinclair anyway. Tom Green's a good shout. I love Tom Green. Lockie Whitfield. I'm actually not sure. I've actually come cold on this guy. But yeah, he scores well this week. Yeah, no worries. But then he got the bye, and then you're backing him not to get dropped. If Jackson does a number on him, and Soldo and what's his name? Sweet come back after the bye, you actually cooked here. Let's even say if he gets 100 at best. What does he even make you? If he didn't have his bye here, I'd probably be able to be. Yeah, he's only going to make you. There's a huge chance he turns up. They don't like the look of him, and then Sweet or Soldo take his spot after the bye. I couldn't do it to my side, not in flex position. I wouldn't even do it at R3. I'm not. Anyone asks me about him, I'm not keen. It just gives me Jordan Sweet vibes from last year, to be honest. Sarong for value makes sense. Is there any difference between top 5% and 1%? Basically the same. Barring. Oh, okay. Top 5% actually gone with Jackson. top 5% aren't even. They're going different. Okay, so top 5% are chasing a guy at 665k. Yep, good one. If you got the money, that's no worries. But this is the issue with Bont. He's such a good player, but the money you tie up into a Bont and Butters at those prices when they were peak really hinders your future. We don't even have a Darcy time frame, so I do like Jackson, but if Darcy was out for 5 weeks, I'd probably send it. Tom Green, I love. This is an overthinking pick, in my opinion. He's got Carlton and Richmond. Don't know why people are underselling this one. Heeney, I'm keen on. If I wasn't going Shai Bolton and trying to make cash off him, I'd probably go on Heeney or Sarong. I think Heeney has more upside. That's a bit wild to say compared to the two. But what are the break evens for those guys anyway? Rao, I can't do Rao. Not for my side. I couldn't do it. Am I glitching? Let's go to the kitchen. I'm glitching. Whatever. Shut up, Sabrina. Stop meowing. All right. So we're in the kitchen or in the dining room. Corey says, I still can't choose Midfield or Sinclair. It's so tough, but may get Sinclair. I think I'd go Sinclair, to be honest, Corey. I might be a little bit biased there, but yeah, Sinclair for the cash in the bank. Got the exact same trades. Yeah, well, you're doing what I do, so you should be in safe hands, Jack. I'm just kidding when I say that. Nah, Lachlan, I have Nank and McRae not playing. I thought you said you were going to get rid of Nank, actually. You wanted to get rid of him for the last couple of weeks. I'd trade him, mate. You've wanted to get rid of Nank anyway, so I'd probably get rid of him, mate, to be honest. Max, and yes, I'll get Nick Dacos in as well, but over Tom Green. 4. Yeah, I'll probably go Tom Green over Dacos this week as well. Dacos break-even's 160. Paris, hey, Brad, good luck this week, mate. Yeah, you too. I think this is number 39 in the world for SuperCoach. Can you confirm that, mate? And share your trades if you want to with us. You can already see my trades. I'm not hiding mine or anything. So, but if you want to, that's fair enough too. At this stage, we've got like 10 rounds to go, so I don't really care if people see my trades. Because everyone's got a different team anyway. So if everyone follows what I do, I'm not the Grand Master sitting, top 5 anyway. So I'm just going off gut feel, and I've made a lot of wrong decisions too. So the top 50 follow me though. Be prepared that I won't get them all right from here on out. Oh, geez. I know I go glitchy at these potties. Joshua, how you going, mate? I'm good, thanks. Thoughts on these trades? All right, listen to this. So Hornyman and McRae are out of his side. The Sinclair and Simpson. Whoa. I have 517k in the bank. Any advice? I'd actually use the money this week. If you already had enough good cash, Jen, I wouldn't tie 517k into the bank because you need points on the field. So I'd probably grab Sinclair and a Primo and then grab the mid-season draft rookies that come out Wednesday. So I wouldn't be advocating anyone to keep $500,000 in the bank, mate. I'd go Sinclair and 517 plus 119. He's got about 640k in the bank if he doesn't go Simpson. I'd spend 550 of that K on a Tom Green and maybe bank 90k of the rest of it. But I certainly wouldn't tie up 516k or whatever, 517k in the bank during best 22 because you're going to be one primo down behind everybody by doing that, in my opinion, if that makes sense. I think he's a trap too at this point. Jack, Scott, congratulations on the 1,000, mate. Thank you very much, Scott. I have not been this excited in a long time for the SuperCoach. Jack, who just starts, Simpson, Hewitt, or Cleary this week? Oh, the doggo. Simpson, mate. I'm weeping at this point, but I'm weeping Simpson into I don't know who I'm going into. Hewitt or Cleary at this point, I'm not too sure. I'll show you my side. But, so, I'm whipping him. So at this point, if you can see down here, I get a double shot at this. If Simpson doesn't do well, if Simpson does well, I'll use the loop in Henderson. If he doesn't do well, what does Cleary do against opposition away as opposed to home? Cleary. So he's away from his home. SCG is disgusting. 80s and 60s and a couple of 30s in there too. I think Hewitt's just as bad though. The eye test for Hewitt hasn't been great. Who do I trust? Probably Cleary actually against Melbourne. Hewitt's looked bad the last couple of weeks for me. He looked shocking against us. What's his scoring like? Oh, that's a hard one. My gut says Cleary over those two, Jack. Cleary. Max says I'm doing McRae and Daniel to Nick, Martin, and Bolton. I actually like Martin. I've been thinking about Martin as well. I think his DPP throughout the season will be really, really, really big. To be honest, I think you'll get a couple of those wild games, but I think he'll make up for those big spike games he has. Hello. The Miso says, good job. TY, love yous. Yeah. Thank you. Go to bed. Kidding. Alan, g'day, mate. Quick question. How come Ryan Marrick is still a mid-forward after playing defence all year? Because he had the mid-forward status at the start of the year, so you can't get a third position. So, yeah, that's how it works. If they've started the position as a DPP player, round one, and they don't change throughout the season to a third, and they don't lose one either. So, see how the game works. Hopefully I'll explain that a little bit better than I thought in my head. Like one near, mate, I decided to go TDK to Sherry. Yep. Who should I grab for Nank? Should I grab Gorn? Yes. Yes. I would definitely do that. Yes, and then I'd hold McRae at that point. Oh, that's a hard one, wasn't it? I'd probably grab Gorn because you don't want to antipod Gorn. I don't mind holding McRae. I just can't do it at my ranking, or else I probably would upgrade around him if I could. Jeez. How good is it being a TDK holder? I don't know who she is. Who's TDK? I have no idea. Paris, yes, mate. 39th. I thought you were. Okay. Hey, this is going to tell me. This is good. I'm thinking Callahan to Dunks. Ooh, I feel like I saw this comment maybe on the live before. Callahan to Dunks. Oh, Horn Francis or McRae to Shai, mate. I like Callahan to Dunks. That's fine. I actually don't know who I'd hold between Horn Francis and McRae to get Shai Bolton, because I've got Shai Bolton as well. I don't know what's worse, to be honest. The hammy that he did look pretty bad. I'd probably get rid of Horn Francis, hold McRae, and hope McRae comes back after his bye. Horn Francis worries me that he'll do it again if they rush him back. Horn Francis also has a 22 in his system, so that will be in there for a couple of weeks. So I think there'll be a bigger price drop for a Horn Francis than what McRae will do, potentially. What is your gut feel, though, Phil? Because I've been watching a lot of Horn Francis, to be honest. McRae I have been. I don't really care what people say about the 70s. I think there's But there's scope for him to go 160 like we've seen before. So I think McRae's top 6 anyway. You got to hold one and hope the one that you hold bloody comes back sooner. But I do like the Dunks trade, and I think you probably got to trade 2 out of 3, like you said, especially for your rank as well, because everyone else in our top 50, top 100 will be doing the same. We've got the same issue. So I don't think there's point in you and I being safe. And it's annoying that you can't grab Simpson because of this. So I do rate the trade. I just can't tell you part 2. But if I had to pick, I'd probably hold McRae. So, yeah. Sorry if I took too long to answer that. But, yeah, good luck for the rest of the year too, mate. And, yeah, if you win it, it'll be good to see. I'm trying to do the same thing. So it's bloody nerve-wracking. I'm sure you're nervous as myself, especially when you're doing a channel. It's bloody – you get a lot of questions and sometimes you're like, oh, man, I hope this is right. But you can't get them all. So Jack says, how good is it, Cheese, that I'm going to flog you in our league? Yes, guy, Jack. Like on, yeah, Cheese, love trading him out. See him come back in a week later. Oh, no. Paris, well done with the Edridge pick too, mate. What a pick. You killed it. Yeah, I was going to get Richards and Dale, but they both had niggles pre-season. So I was like, I can only pick one. And I was like, Richards looked so good last year. The eye test for me when he went into midfield, I thought he needs a pre-season over the summer in the midfield, and I think he will go nuts. Come the start of the season, it was a bit average. I was like, oh, he's working his way into it. Bond comes in, and all of a sudden he's better. There's still attention to Richards, but the bigger body of Bonds allows Richards to get off the chain. So the Richards pick is probably one of the reasons I'm up there, I reckon, too. Like, he's been the best pod that I've started ever. I've never had a season like this too, so I'm just soaking it all up, probably like yourself at this point. But I don't know how people continue to be top, 100 or top 500 every year, because a lot has to go your way, as you know. Sam, I love that Richmond logo, mate. I'm seeing a lot of new faces now that the channel's got some more followers after this. So who would you pick out of Dawson or Heeney? Currently thinking Dawson. Oh, geez. For league, I'm probably picking Dawson, mate. If I'm playing for league, I'm going Dawson over Heeney. Just because Dawson's a better VC and C option every week. Dawson for me. I still like Heeney just because he's a pod, but there's less risk with a Dawson VC, whereas Heeney, there's nothing that goes, yeah, I'll VC or see Heeney this week. I may as well VC or see Chad Warner. Dawson's got some easy matchups. So although his fixture says it's like the 4th or 5th hardest coming home, after his bye, he's got a really good fixture and he's got West Coast this week. So if I was going this week, it'd be Dawson because he plays West Coast, mate. Look on how good he's having Richards, mate. Yeah. Legit best pocket pot I picked in a while. Yeah, it was good starting him. Thoughts on Liberatore last week? Yeah, mate, I don't even have to think about this one. I'd go there, Maxi. I love Weber as a pick. Corey, I'm really considering. Sorry. I'm really considering, as I have 6 players in round 12 off buy, I'm really considering going aggressive. I don't mind trading Daniel. I don't think it matters if you got 5 or 6 because most of the competition is going to have 5 or 6. Daniel's the one you probably could flick out of your forward line, though. There's just no money for it for me. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it on the buy. I'm not doing it this week. But, yeah, I think that Daniel's still a fine hold. He's probably at M9, F7 anyway. Yeah, that would be my gut feel. Like, he's got the last game of the round, mate. So, yeah. But you're going to have to update me every week too on your rank as well. I'm not sure if you got Twitter or X or something like that. But, yeah, definitely let me know how you go throughout the season. I'll be following you for sure and seeing how you're going. It actually makes me really excited to see this because I'll be nervous as. Good to see you on the channel too, mate. Geez, you have no idea how happy I was finally taking a chance and it working out. Seeing Pitto drop just made my night. Then Dale ruined it. Yeah, literally. Yeah, Dale going 80s against Cats is probably going to happen at GMHBA though, low key. But yeah, honestly, being a non-Dale owner is a tough watch when he just gets the ball for free and takes out kick-outs like you wouldn't believe. How the hell I've anti-potted bloody Sinclair, Dale, and Whitfield. Look at my back line. I don't have the big three, and I'm still in top bloody 50. So I think that's what proves too this year is like you don't need all the big dogs to be there. Your teams are sort of going to average out throughout the season. It doesn't have to have all the big guys either. So, yeah, I only just brought in Sinclair this week. If we get 2-5 this week, we're laughing too. The Great Raven, I watch you all the time. Only to realise I wasn't subscribed to your channel. That's okay, mate. That's fine. But now I do. Congratulations on your 1,000 plus. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. That's fine. I think I don't really. I've seen my analytics a fair bit before, and I've noticed like at least 50% weren't subbed. So yeah, it's fine. Like we're there now. That's the main thing. So you've no idea how ecstatic I am right now. To be honest, we probably do. I'm going to go. Congrats on the 1K. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I'll probably do a live stream with Shorty next week too. I'm pretty sure. Don't know if he said that to you or if he hasn't dropped that bombshell, but I'll be doing a Shorty live. I think next week, maybe Tuesday. I have to read my messenger and see what he said. But yeah, going live with a short dog, that would be good. Hopefully he invites me back to his house. I can bring him some candy because I work at a, what do you call it? I don't know how you say, like a distribution centre for chocolates and chips and all that kind of stuff. So instead of bringing him milk this time, I'll bring him some candy and pull up in a white van and kidnap him. Actually, I don't know if I can say that now I'm monetized. Max, for legal reasons, I'm not really going to do that. Max, ranked 922 right now. Need a big week to hit 400 rank or less. True. Yep. All right, Paris. The thing with the low rank is the one wrong move or one bit of bad luck and your chance of winning are gone. Yeah, honestly. This is the Bolton pick for us. If Bolton screws up, we're a little bit stuffed, but that's okay. Like I'd rather risk it than play it safe all year and be a bit of a pansy, to be honest. So, look, if 43 and 39 are bringing in Bolton, the rest of the competition should. Probably joking there, but if we get it wrong together, we're both out of there. I'm willing to risk Bolton though, mate. Max, my best pod was George Hewitt. Yep. Bloody oath. His last few weeks have come down a little bit regression, but yeah, he's a good player. Jonas, I traded him McRae to Visitini. Jeez. Needed the cash gen more than a few extra points on field this week. Wow. Fair enough. I would rather not have Bolton and him score well than have him and shit to bed. Yeah, I don't know. Don't make me overthink this Bolton pick. I'm pretty much already sold on Bolton. The CBAs are up. There's a few of yous like this. Don't make me overthink it because there's not another cheap player that I like. Like hypothetically, if you have a look on my side, I don't know. I don't really want to overthink this kind of thing. I don't have to get Bolton. But the issue with getting Bolton, it means I can bring in some cheaper players next week. The issue for me is I have 548,000. The only other player I've thought about this week in particular before buys, there's been a couple of them, to be fair. Anderson, I'm not interested in. Dawson, Sarong. Sarong feels the safest, but feels like a 105, 110 guy. I do like Rao, but not against St Kilda. Like I think he comes down a little bit more. I think we can get him for 400k. If this was at this was TIO Stadium and it wasn't St Kilda who tagged, I'd probably be a little bit keen on a cheap Rao. But I also know what his floor is like. Heeney I like as well. So I could grab any of these guys. Oh, I actually looked at Taranto thanks to Cheese. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do anything else because honestly, if I go and grab a Heeney type, I've only got 31k next week, and I hate doing this. So I kind of use Bolton as a stepping stone. Well, there's plenty of options. I could even bring Cheese into the midfield, and I don't want Nass right now. Could bring a name on, a Nick Martin as well, a Josh Dacos. So yeah, I don't know. I got 548k to play. If I bail out on Bolton, I'll have to give you a YouTube update tomorrow night. But yeah, I don't know. I just think Bolton makes money. I'm going to play this Bolton filter here for a second, so everyone playing at home knows what I'm talking about. So he's got a -8, -8. If he gets 102, which is Port Adelaide we're talking about, he makes 48k. So you get to 480. Then he's got Gold Coast. He's got North. They're all at home, like 4 out of 5 next at home. So he's got Port Adelaide, Gold Coast, North, Essendon, St Kilda. Let's play around this. He's probably going to do 150 on Essendon, to be fair. Probably 130, honestly. People's first, I probably see with a bit of a 100. Bolton against bloody Port Adelaide should tear him. I don't know if there's probably a little bit unrealistic, but even if he goes 120, 100, 120, he's going to get to 530. So he's going to make 100k anyway. Oh, let's keep a lid on it. Let's just go 100s and not be outlandish before he gets stick in the comments from I know who. We still go to 530. Interesting. I definitely hit refresh. How does that work? He needs another spike game. Yeah, okay, so you can't do flat tons. For you to make money, what does he need to do? 120. Yeah, okay. You are banking on huge scores for him to get the 530. I don't want to overthink this, to be honest. No, I shouldn't have done that protection. Now you're throwing me off doing that. Anyway, I don't think you shit the bed. Global, congrats, man. Overdue, but well deserved. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, it is definitely overdue. I like the Whooping McRae, though. What did I miss anything from anyone? Anyway, it says, like, hypothetically, I could trade Shai this week and Simpson could outscore him. Oh, no. That would pretty much end my season. Who would you go if you didn't go Shai Bolton? I don't want to bail off Shai now. I don't need to go Shai, but still. God. Jonas, is Dale... Sorry. What the hell? Don't do this to me. I'm dyslexic. I'm like Anchorman that reads whatever's there. Is Bailey Dale a good kick? Any sort of pressure? Yeah, I saw that. The kick out straight to bloody whoever it was on my phone, to the Cats player. I can't remember. I'm doing a Kelly Underwood. Kicks it to the blue and white side. Max, Brad, 2K subs, end of season. Yeah, well, maybe. If we stay in the top 50, we probably will. Whoa. Yeah. Geez. Maybe I'm getting worried off this Bolton pick thanks to Jonas now. Content land people believe in him. It does worry me, though, the top 1% don't give a damn about Bolton. This is what worries me a lot, actually. Paris, if you're still here, mate, are you concerned trade in that out of the top 1% where we're sitting, he's only 13.5% traded in. Is that a red flag for us or what? Because that does concern me. That's the only thing that's concerned me, apart from a few comments on bloody Bolton. What's filtered defenders for cheese? Sorry for adverts now too. Once you hit 1K, adverts come through. So I have no control of how often they come out. They just freaking randomly do it. If they do it in my lives, apologies too, because it hasn't told me if it does or not. I have no idea how the system works from here on out. He's more than a sneaky chance. He's 9th right now. You probably overtake Sheasel. Yeah, man, he's absolutely locked for. Not locked, but you got Holmes there as well, though. Yeah. I know they've got they don't travel a lot interstate. Don't know if that helps him. His break even's quite high too. Oh gosh. He's got a 150 as well. Yeah, wow. Apart from a Giants game, I'm never worried when a player scores low against a Giants game. Who's he got for the rest of the season? I'm pretty sure he doesn't go interstate, basically, apart from Tassie, really. He goes Adelaide Oval, Gabba. Oh, okay, and Perth. 3 interstate proper games. Yeah, I know Tassie's interstate. Shut up. So he goes interstate 5 times. You can swim across the Tassie, so whatever. But they still, like, Tassie's their second home or whatever, isn't it? So, gee, they've got a gifted fixture in terms of barely going interstate to opposition homes. Adelaide away, Brisbane away. Shut up, Noah. That's a dog, by the way, not a person. She just barks at random people. I like the aim on shout. Jeez. Definitely do. Jeez, the more I'm on here, the more people are jumping on at 12:30 at night, 1 a.m. I don't think he's a lock for top 8, I should say. I think he's maybe top 12, though, looking at it, Jeez, just around the mark. Barris, I'm hoping that Shai can get 60 to 100K, and then he's gone for Bont or Butters up their buy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm hoping he makes more than that, though. Like, more than 60K. Because if you told me he maxes out at 60K, I actually don't want him. I want him at 100K. I want him to get 530, or else it's a fail for me. 60K is not enough. Like, a rookie at worst gets 100K. You buy a guy for 120. You want to sell him at 260 at the least, so that's a 140 profit. If I can get 100K out of him and he's scoring well over the buys, I'd be happy to concede and then grab a Butters or a Dacos for me. You might have Dacos. Is that why I didn't mention him? Because he's got a huge break even. No, I'm not worried about round 13. Oh, are you worried about round 13? You have Sinclair, Clark, Brayshaw, Bolton out. Oh, should I be? That's not a sarcastic question back at you, Jonas, but if I do that, does that really stuff my team? Let's see what he's talking about. So, don't make me overthink. I want the money. Bloody hell. Okay, Sinclair 1, Clark 2, Brayshaw 3, Bolton 4, Marshall 5. I think 5 is bang on though, because you've got the rookies to cover too. Like, the rookies don't have. Trainer will play, so it's 1 missing in the back line. Stewart will play, so it's 2 missing. Sorry, all up. And the rookies should play. I'll still have 20 players playing, but 5 primos out. Is that a lot for that round? I don't know. Maybe it's probably 1 or 2 overs. That dog won't stop barking. I don't know. Maybe I don't get Bolton then. I always thought if 5 primos was your limit on a buy, maybe 5's too many on round 13. I'm not sure. I'm willing to listen to what you guys think, but maybe you're onto something, Jonas. 2 years ago, Bolton was hitting 150s and 120s. Now with mid-time I love the pick, I'm doing it. Yeah, now I'm overthinking it because I'm going to get comments about Bolton. Bolton can hit big games 130 this week against North, 150. But he's got Port Adelaide this week and then Gold Coast. Hoodie T's back. Hey, thoughts on the Heen Dog? I like Heen Dog. I like his run. But, again, I'm not fully sold on a Heeney completely. Like, Heeney's run is what's appealing. His CBAs were up a bit, I'm hearing, from last week. I haven't personally looked into it, so I don't want to quote that. For me, the only reason I haven't really looked at Heeney just because the VC and C options for me. Like, I've already got Warner. Sydney are playing shocking too. Sydney are a hard watch. I can't believe I thought Sydney were top 4. But you look at their run coming up, and it's definitely tempting. Like, he only went 90 against Essendon, but I'm pretty sure 90, they spanked them. They got smashed in that game, but Melbourne, Adelaide, Richmond, Port Adelaide, Dogs. Heeney this year, though, yeah, he's gone over 110 twice. That's a red flag for me. I still like it. It's just there's so much upside, but they just haven't seen the upside apart from Carlson last week. So, anyway. Lady O, what are you doing? Thoughts on Heeney? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's literally what I've been saying as well. Just with the fixture, there's upside. I just want to see that upside a little bit more other than Carlton. I still think he's a shout. Like, you still got to go with your own gut. I can't sit here and convince you not to go Heeney if the eye test has proven it that you think Heeney's going to keep progressing. What's the CBA increase? Let's see. I'll have a look at the CBA increase. CBA DFS. So let's have a sneaky look at Sydney. I'm just doing this on another screen. I can't be bothered going to so Heeney's gone from 65% and 70s last week to 87%. So against Essendon, it was 65% 2 weeks ago. Against Carlton, it was 87%. So it's the first time he's had 80% CBA since round 1 and 2. Because of Rowbottom. Rowbottom's CBA has dropped a little bit. And so did James Jordan. And Chad Warner's went down. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that's saying then. But yeah, Heeney literally got everyone else's CBA spike. Again, he hasn't had 80% CBAs apart from last week and round 1 and 2. So if we see another week of 80%, then I'm probably convinced. Max, I'm top 1%. Bolton, he's not in my team right now. Thinking Dale. Sorry, thinking going Dale to him. What do you mean Dale? Dale's already played. Oh, Daniel. Sorry, wow. Dyslexic as. Thinking of going Daniel to him. I think Daniel to Bolton's too sideways because you're not making any cash out of that either. There is upside, but like you're not banking cash from an injury. I actually don't know how I feel about that one, actually. Just because you're not making any cash for next week. You should go Nick Martin. Maybe I should go Nick Martin, but I think you're an Essendon supporter. So, look, Nick Martin's going to go well against Richmond. That's the thing. I do know that. Okay, my concern with the top 1% trading him in is that if we don't trade him in and he goes 120 with his negative break even, we always the points and the cash in would be horrific. I suppose for the price point too, mate, like we pay for what we get at this point with the money he gives us next week as well. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Probably a good pod to have then too, if only 13% of them are doing it. That'll give us a huge leg up if it pays off. Surely it does. I'm going to stop overthinking. I think I'm fine with Bolton and stuff. I want the cash for next week too. I don't know how much cash you bank, but I assume you'd bank about 100K off these trades, or at least 70. Good point. Anyway, cool clips. I've never seen you before. Hello. Is it crazy to think of Heeney as a genuine pod option? I think it's not crazy at all. I've already looked at his. I'll bring up his fixture. Yeah, I mean, he's got North, Richmond, West Coast still to play as well. Hard teams in there. What, you got Dogs? That'll be difficult for midfielders. You might get a tag here, maybe. Giants, I don't know if they're restrictive. I think they are. Brisbane and Geelong. So there's about 5 matchups that might be a little bit tricky for him, but it's Isaac Heeney. So we saw what he did last year. I think for his price, he's probably got the most upside. We just haven't seen it yet. So if you're jumping on this week and he goes nuts, you're laughing. And the fact that he plays Melbourne, so if he goes, he's probably on 120 against Melbourne. What does his price go to next week? He goes to 534 if he goes 120 this week anyway, so still reachable. But it's probably this week that you want him anyway against Melbourne, to be fair. What's his last 3 against Melbourne? 144 against Melbourne, 141 against Adelaide, 148 against Richmond. Well, yeah, you probably do grab Heeney if you wanted a pod, mate, honestly. But last year's a different season to this year in terms of what he's been scoring. Freo fan here, I'd be wearing Bolton. Oh, God. Known to be inconsistent. Is it really worth the risk? God. Why do people play devil's advocate with me? Now I'm scared again. I don't know. CWT, what do you think of Bolton? Can you enlighten me? I can see you in the chat there. I'll get to you shortly as well, but let me know. Jeez, I like the Bolton pick, but my thing is I know he can dish up so horrible scores with so many trading in. I want a death ride and hope he scores some stinkers. Oh, man. He'd be such a good death ride too, honestly. Jeez. Oh, man. It's like trying to death ride Whitfield every week. It just doesn't happen. I don't really death ride too often, but Sam, need a forward, Jackson or Chad. I wanted to antipod Chad this year. I'd probably prefer Chad, actually, over Jackson. Oh, that's hard again. Chad's got a good fixture. Darcy may be back soon. I actually think gut feel says Chad. If Darcy's timeline was like a 4-week plus, probably Chad, mate. Honestly, Chad. Lachlan, Nank has to go. What? Nank Gorn, the Simpson, or Nank? Whoa, what? I'd probably go Nank to Gorn. I have no idea. Can you rewrite that for me? My brain's not computing. Do you mean Nank has to go? Oh, man. Sorry, Lachlan. Come back to me. I'm crazy, Jez, in next week, West Coast. I'm going there if I can, mate. See what the money provides me. Jonas Goat, number 1 priority should be Bont in for round 13. I got Richards, mate. I don't need Bont if you got Richards. CWT, congrats on the 1K, mate. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. The Gimby. You know, I reckon this needs to go to maybe a Reed. I reckon you need a Reed photo now. Harley Reid doing a don't argue. I'm trying to think who else would be a good one. Probably Reed. But thank you. Our dyslexic king. Literally. Oh, man. The new subs are going to be like, wow, this guy cannot read shit. That's fine. Max, by the way, Smith may be... Yeah, I heard this. He might not play next week. because of the soreness in his shin. He got 4 jabs before the game or something. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that too much. Max, yes, Essendon fan, but Nick Martin takes kick-ins as well. Does he? What? And he has Richmond 2 times. Oh, God. I don't know now. I think Bolton's the play still, but yeah, I'm just going to overthink this all night because of my freaking rank. Cool clips. Is Bolton fine from a league standpoint on that too? Having on Francis holding McRae, would it be logical than doing? If I'm playing for league, I'm trading. If all I cared about what the league was and my head-to-head matchups and finishing first, I'm trading Horn Francis and McRae. But if I'm playing for league and not cash, then I'm not even bringing Bolton in. If I'm playing for league, I'm not even touching Bolton. I'm only touching Bolton as a cash cow this week for a couple of weeks of good scoring and hope to use him as a stepping stone. But for league, I wouldn't bother. You got to get rid of Horn Francis, though, especially at league and McRae. Harris, and let's say Bolton trade doesn't work out. Okay, we trade him for Bont or Butters and downgrade a rookie when it's Bolton's buy. True. It's actually not too risky for a 2-week punt. There is upside to it. Yeah, look, I'm not writing him as a keeper. There's people who think he's a keeper. I just think he's a 4-week play. Oh, not this again. Don't scare me. Max, what happens if Bolton gets injured? I don't. He's got a negative break even. Don't worry about it. Cheers, off the bed. Have a good one, brother. You too, mate. Enjoy your sleep. Oh man, you got an early start and realize you're still here at 1 a.m. Oh yeah. I was gonna say good luck to your Dons tomorrow, mate, but you know I wouldn't mean that as a Tiger supporter. Give us a like for the stream too, by the way, fellas and ladies. Jonas, Paris, that's a good point. Bolton on a 2-week lease with the option to keep or punt. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. Paris, anyone can get injured, mate. Yeah, literally, I've got 3 injuries this week out of control. Yeah, that's shit house. Okay, this is what I want to know too, because I know why you would be in a similar position, but I think you've only got one player you need to trade out. Okay, so I think he's a cash maker only for a few weeks. Beyond that, I can't see the role sticking at least. Potentially with 5 and Miro Driscoll all on the next 2 or 3. I think you bang on. I think they need to put Bolton in there anyway for spark because you can't be running Sarong, Brayshaw. Surely they play Fife forward. O'Meara is. Am I wrong in saying O'Meara is too slow? Like, or am I seeing things different? He doesn't look like he's not a Bolton type. Like he's not agile and bloody can break ankles. I think Bolton gives him something different in the midfield. That's why he was good in Richmond midfield because we haven't had a player like that since Shane Edwards. I still think I'd have to look at the CBAs for Fremantle. Oh, stupid adverts. Apologies if we've got adverts on the live stream too. I have no idea how this 1K stuff works and how they produce what they produce. I have no control over it. So at the moment, Shai Bolton's he's been getting consistently 40s anyway with CBAs. So even when O'Meara played, he had 41% when O'Meara played, 47% when O'Meara played, 30%, 29%. The last 2 weeks, he's only had 52 and 48%. So it's not like we've seen an 80% guy out of nowhere. He's consistently sitting between 41 and 26% CBAs. When O'Driscoll played, he had 1 week in round 1. When O'Driscoll played, he had 0%. So O'Driscoll had 68%, Johnson 50%. O'Meara 24%. So he did all his CBAs when all those players were playing. You can't put him out of the bloody forward line anyway now, surely. The 50-50 split is perfect for Bolton. I think he's just a 2 or 3 week player, as we've been talking about. Anyway, I want the money next week too. Like, if you have a look on my side, the money it leaves me for the week after is 118k. So, I just need him to get 100. Yeah, anything over 100 is a bonus. Port Adelaide aren't in form either. Port, Gold Coast, and North. So let's see if he just does back-to-back tons. What does he get before his buy? How much will he make? I'll take that. If he goes back-to-back tons, he makes 70k. That's worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is actually copping a 50, to be fair, but average versus opponent. Oh, nah, who cares? Don't even worry about Paris. Look at this. Average versus opponent. Port Adelaide's second best team. This could be huge. Oh, yeah, I'm not worried. I'm sold on that. It's fine. Second best opponent. That's why I wanted to bring in Jeremy Cameron this week. I think Bulldogs was his second or third best player against. Optus Stadium this year, what has he done? Yeah, yuck, 57. That was round 2, though. 94, 87, 102, 114. What's his points per minute as well? 1.1, 1.4, 1.1. Yeah, nah, I'm just sending it for Bolton. I don't care. I'm going to stop thinking about this stupid Bolton thing. Dak, can't believe you blokes are still up at 1 a.m. Yeah, very dedicated. They are, definitely. I don't think Fife will play. If he does, he's playing forward, surely. Max says perhaps, yeah, no. Okay, so this is what he meant. He meant Huss, wait. I just said Huss. Huss and Nank to Gawn Simpson. Probably option B, mate. Gawn McRae to Gawn and Bolton. Option B, for sure. There's no point going Hussweight down to Simpson for that price. Option B. The cat's meowing. Look at Nick Martin scoring. I definitely have. I'm not taking the mickey, but I don't know if I want to do Nick Martin. If I did it, it'd be this week or nothing. Just because he got Richmond. How funny, on the live stream tonight too on Abs' channel, I thought Leak was playing, not the other week. So when I got excited about Leak, I thought it was about my D8, not the other week, the tall week. Essendon, Nick Martin. I know the run's insane. I do get it. The issue for me is just like at the price point, there's a few short claims in there. I'm paying 100k less for a guy that can do similar. He's got Geelong and Brisbane next 2 out of 4 too anyway. Average versus opponent. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The more I think about Nick Martin, the more I don't want him. If 5 players, I run through a wall. Me too. Paris Bolton, definitely not a keeper. I've got to stress Oh, sorry, I guess I got enough in my life. I don't need Bolton stinking up. Yeah, same here, mate. Honestly, the stuff that's going on, I don't need Bolton stinking it up either. Just got to sell him at the right price. Who else could you get instead of Bolton? Anyone at 548k. I thought about this too. Are you talking about? Oh no, you're talking about. I thought we were just talking about Webb Jackson for a second. CWT says JL has his favourites. Oh no, Fife will get a little mid time. Jeez, Nod was playing mid wing and Amira was a mid tagger. No, he's 2 or 3 best 22 in my opinion. Who knows? Don't like the odds though. Oh god. I don't know who else is cheap enough for me to still make money on. If I'm not to go Bolton, I still want to bank, but there's no one. There's no one I like. As like a hypothetical, I'm sold on Sinclair. I don't care about the rest of them. Plus 3 averages. Far out. Callahan was averaging 115. What a loss that is for my side. Oh, Jimmy Taranto. Jordan Dawson. I could get Luke Jackson. Dawson, Miller, Anderson. Newcomb, Sarong, Taranto. Heeney, Steele, Dacos. Oed. No, I couldn't do Peeling. I don't need another forward unless it's Bolton for the price. I don't know. That made me think about this all night. I've already got enough to think about. Cripper is a steal. I can't get another round 12 by player. Corey, we'll catch you next time, Brad. I love the work. Thank you, mate. Has got to work later today, but want some sleep. Yeah, no worries at all, mate. Too easy. Oh, God, don't tell me about Rao. Rao's the most consistent player ever in Supercoach period. Averaged 102 over his last 55 games. What? 2023, 102, 2024, 102, 25. You just have to put up big scores and shit scores week to week. I've thought about Rao this week. I thought about getting Rao and Bolton instead of Sinclair. And if I brought in Rao and Bolton in the same week, it means I bank 193,000. But I don't know if I could do 2 of them. You're right about consistency, but Rao plays St Kilda. Winhager's probably going to try to tag him. Max, Nick Martin, Tog 96%, sometimes 100%. Fair. Tyler, what are your thoughts on Heeney? I'm getting a lot of Heeney questions. You guys are hotter on Heeney than where I am, which is probably fair enough. Pretty good fixture rest of the year. Thinking of going McRae and Finn. Excuse me. Thinking of going McRae and Finn to Bolton and Heeney, leaving 300k to grab Dacos and Whitford next week. Yeah, bang, mate. Perfect. I'd do that, Tyler, honestly. Oh, shit. Ranked 160 as well, so I feel like I got to trade them both. Yeah, you definitely do. I think I'm going early on Mills. Wow. This could be the Bowie situation all over again where he's 300k. You talk about him during the week and you're like, yeah, I should probably start him. And then if you divert to him and he goes nuts, you're going to be like, man, I should have went there. Far out. Oh, let me have a look. I'm not going to do Mills instead of Bolton. I don't know if I could do it. But you're a better rank than me. So for you to say Mills, and I've seen how calculated you are with your statistics too, mate. Jeez. How much is... I know he's 300k. He's playing Melbourne too. You just hope he's not the sub. Surely not the sub. Is he defender only? Am I cooked? Mills, 357 defender. I'm not going to do it right now, obviously. Oh, man, imagine doing that. Oh, wow. Like, if you do that, that's some big balls. It's actually tempting, to be fair. I get where you're going from. Like, you could go Mills over Bolton. Jesus. Mills over Bolton, chat. I might have to make a post on the, if you don't mind, CWT. Maybe I should put out a post and see what the poll says if I say Mills or Bolton, but that's wild. That's, I wanted, yeah. Man, I got to pick your brains on this. The VFL numbers are good. Wow, Rowie as well. You're thinking about Rowie as well. Shit. Fuck. Excuse the language. Row. Oh, man. Interesting. Why Row as well? I'd love to anyone to sell me on Mills and a Row. I'm not sure about Row against Windy unless you reckon he's going to Noah Anderson. Mills early. If it was the buys, I'd probably do it. God, this is what I love about doing live streams. You guys come up with some stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I haven't considered that. This is Shorty territory too, CWT. I know you probably watch Shorty out there, but Jesus. Max, James Peeling, Brad. Nah, I don't want Peeling, Max. Not for me. I've thought about Dawson too, honestly, especially against West Coast this week. God damn it. I shouldn't have jumped on a stream, honestly. You guys are making me overthink everything. Oh, even Paris was considering Rao. What the hell? Okay, so CWT says down the Mills or Rao for me. Why not both? Jeez. LJ is my main trade in. Luke Jackson. Gonna put my nuts on the line this week, I think. Wow. Luke Jackson and Mills. Or Luke Jackson and Rao. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks like this. It's nice. I'm not taking the piss here. It's nice when you see top 50 or, thinking weird out of the box things too. I suppose that's how you got there as well. So hearing this stuff about Luke Jackson, Mills and Rao from the big dogs sitting in top 50 is a nice little confirmation to make me think I haven't gone absolute batshit crazy thinking about this. Wow. Okay. Man, this is interesting. Wow. Auckland, thanks for your help, bro. I opted in. Gordon Nankin, McCrae, Gordon Bolton. I'd personally do that, yep. Yeah, that's what I thought about as well down there. I'll get to that in a sec. Auckland, but scared on missing out Simpson. Nah, I wouldn't worry about a rookie. There's mid-season draft players to come through too. Hoodie for your own sanity, don't pick Rao. Yeah, I know. Paris, I was considering round 2. However, there's less risk in Bolton because of break even and the buy. That's my thought process anyway. That's what I'd come down to as well. This was the other risky thing. Hopefully, your CWT and yourself are still in here, but this is the other thing I was thinking. But the issue with my side is my D6 so weak that I don't really want to field trainer down back because I can't loop D6 this week. So I could have done a where's Real? See, wait. This was the other weird plan. If I downgraded McRae and Finn Callahan, Real would go. So basically, it would be Lindsay and what would it be? Lindsay and Sinclair versus Real and Trainer for points, but you'd bank 193k. But yeah, it's crazy that you can make that much money. It's actually 160k because I had 31k sitting in the bank. But yeah, I think Real for my own sanity would probably drive me crazy. Bont this week, I was like 10k short of Bont. I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't pay up for a Bont considering the buy. Drops at 107 anyway, so that was nice. I didn't do anything crazy to try to break my team for him. Go back to where the hell is he? Oh, yeah. Sinclair. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I could do it for my sanity this week anyway for Real. Maybe next week for Real. See how we go. What do we got, Max? Mills is crazy, lad. How's he going to get Todd going back? I think he's 65%. Yeah, maybe, but if he gets like 75, 80% TOG and scores a ton this week, CWT is ahead of the curve there. He played a good VFL match. He's playing Melbourne. Even if he got 60, 70% TOG, it wouldn't matter. He'd probably score you enough for what he is anyway. So his probably thought process, he'd probably get a 90 anyway for 300,000. Probably bank some cash off the trade too. He's playing Melbourne on all sides. Mills is not a trade this week, mate. What if they sub him? That is the worst case scenario, but even if they sub him in the fourth quarter, surely he's already racked it up anyway by then. Where have they named him on the side? Anyone let me know if he's named halfback or mid or bench? It's not that it's yeah. Anyway, Max's with Jackson goes 150 this week, but with the tough rucks after Port, I think Darcy comes back. Yeah, probably. CWT, my way of thinking is I didn't go near the top by following cookie cutter trades. Yeah, true. Yep, good point. I've used my own thoughts and opinions 95% of the time so far. It's worked. So sticking fat. Yep. Yeah, may as well back your gut with this stuff. Well, not even your gut. It looks like your research anyway, because I've seen the posts you've popped up on there, and it's been very analytical. So, yeah, that's how I didn't get such a cookie cutter side and got my rank as well, mate, by doing weird things. So, yeah, it's nice to know that you guys both consider rare, though. Makes me feel like I haven't lost my body mind. Matt Rao predicting 75 is crazy. Well, it is crazy. Who would you guys field out of? Jeez, what have I done to my side now? I don't want to butcher this. Anyway, the question was, what have I done here? Was Sinclair on my backline before? He was. Why did I do that? I wanted to get rid of Trainer, that's right. I'll get stuffed. I didn't even press trade. Stupid SuperCoach pressing buttons when you didn't need to. Yeah, bench Sinclair. Imagine that. I'd lose my mind. I wouldn't even be able to get him back either. Anyway, so that's what the side would look like. Lindsay on field. Maybe I'll leave the emergency on Hewitt in case I get a laid out here. Hawthorn, I can't whip anyone. Is anyone I should loop here just for worst case scenario? So, Hawthorn game. Is Chera a tag target from Bedford? Should I whip him? But surely Hewitt couldn't outscore bloody Chera. Zach Merritt will be fine. I'll probably be seeing Zach Merritt into Cherry. And also BC Cherry into Sinclair. I don't know now. I actually don't know who to VC and C this week. I don't know what you guys are doing for VC and C, but Merritt into Cherry into Sinclair. What else is there? Brayshaw? What's Brayshaw do against Port Adelaide? Does Bergman go to him? $127 and $111. Playing Optus though, doesn't he? He scores well at Optus, right? Whoa. What's his Optus scoring like? Whoa. He loves Optus. Jeez. It's just the attention that they get though. Who else do I got? Warner I don't really care about. For me, it's not Zorko. It's got to be out of Brayshaw, Cherry, Sinclair, and Merritt. Oh, Merritt against Richmond. The only issue is he's not in form. He's playing half-forward flank and getting sums on CBAs and whatever. His history like against Richmond. 162. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my VC and Cs this week. I might have to look at that video. What's his name? I'm going crazy. Who does that as captain? Captain, what's those pig videos? SuperCoach. I've gotten blank. Pig captaincy or whatever it is. What's his name? If he's watching this right now, he's going to be so mad at me for forgetting. Oh, God. I've just done a shift. Whatever. Matt Real projected 75. That's crazy. Paris Real against St Kilda. So that's missing Craze and the worst punt. Yeah, but do you think he gets tagged, mate? That's an issue. He might get tagged. Can you look at Liberatore price? It's going to be... Doesn't he have to buy next week anyway, Max? If you should get to buy, I wouldn't worry about it. CWT Real is just too cheap, so cheap. Worst case scenario, he averaged 105 and is my whipping M8, M9. Oh, my God. Would you guys seriously consider going Rao and Bolton this week for that purpose? The only reason I was thinking about Rao too is I don't plan to have him as M8. I could make him M9 and then I could bank 193,000 next week instead of getting Sinclair. Do you make that much risk for money next week? Because if I did that, because that was my original trade plan was Finn Callahan and McRae to Rao and Bolton and bank 193,000 for next week. And you can get 2 sub-500k players and a 99k rookie. God, I don't know what to do now. So true about Rao, though, honestly. Oh, man, I'm dyslexic as hell. I was going to call you pro as well. Should I go Dawson or Sarong? I think Sarong is more consistent. Yeah, I know. But Dawson has a West Coast twice. Not sure he can handle it. I actually don't know. If you probably don't have enough roller coasters in your side and he was only 1 or 2 of them, you'd probably go Dawson. If you got too many roller coasters, I'd probably go Sarong for consistency. Probably a risk thing. Like my side, I could probably handle a Dawson in there if I didn't pick Bolton. But I don't have a Dale. I don't have a Max Holmes. So I'd like a Dawson. At least you know what you're going to get with Sarong. I'm a fence sitter for that question. I actually don't. My gut leans more towards Sarong for consistency. As BC and C got to go into Gorn. Gorn against Grundy. I'm thinking VC Merit too, but I don't have the balls. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know the second bit actually, because you're in that position for a reason. I feel like Tristan Cherry's going to be the guy anyway. Like Cherry into. I can't even do Cherry into Brayshaw. I'm an idiot. Saturday games are stupid. Cherry into Brayshaw doesn't work. Idiot. Wow. That's annoying. So it's either Merit into Cherry or Cherry into Gorn. What's Gorn been doing at the MC? Oh, it's at the MCG. It's not even at the SCG either. He's in form too. Like Gorn's gone. Sydney are playing awful football. Ooh, yuck. 72-65. Why did he score that bad? Let's go to last year. What round was that? Round 10 at the SCG. I don't remember that game at all. Was his tog low? Was his free kicks against stupid? 72. Oh, that was that game, right? Yeah, 4 free kicks against. Blah 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 blah. I didn't even get to see that game anyway. I was at work. Geez, now I don't know. Merit into Cherry, because at least you know Cherry's a safe VC. A safe captain. I don't know. I'm indecisive as fuck tonight, honestly. Merit is a good VC. I think so too. I think I'm just overthinking tonight with all the comments coming through into Max. Yeah, I want Cherry this week against bloody Darcy Cameron, though. Max, no, I hate watching Rao last year. He ruined me. I can't believe I've been thinking about now Rao as well. Rao's come back into my mind. What do you think he scores against St Kilda? What do you think about? Oh, here we go. Nate McRae versus Jackson and Brayshaw. Ooh, I like that a lot actually. Yeah, I actually like that. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I should skip on Sinclair. If I skip on Sinclair, it means I'd have 4 primos. How many primos would I have instead? So in round 13 bye, if I went Rao instead, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. If I grab Sinclair, I'll have 5 primos not playing. If I grab Rao instead of Sinclair, I have 4. God damn it. Man. How high owned are these players? They're pods too, aren't they? So I actually might lose a bit of ranking if I grab a 5th. I haven't really thought about this because the players that do have a pod-ish, they're not like they're common players. 11%. Sarong's 25%. Oh man, maybe I can't get Sinclair because there's going to be too many players. What do people have? People in that buy will have Sinclair, McRae for those that are holding him. Maybe Sarong. So maybe they've got 3 players. Brayshaw's actually in 20% size. Maybe they do have 4. Maybe they've got Sarong, Brayshaw, Sinclair. I don't even know. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking thanks to Marshall's only in 8% of sides too. I don't know. I don't know what to do now after this body chat. I keep changing my mind. The more I think about it, the more I get confused. The more you guys give me ideas. Keep changing my mind listening to the other options. Yeah, no, honestly, that's the only bad thing about streaming. First I said Gorn Bolton, now I'm thinking Jackson Brayshaw. No, honestly, there's too many options with these things that come through in my mind as well when people talk about them. Paris, the only options you have up. Sorry, the only options you have up back is Sinclair or Whitfield. Can't really trust anyone. Yeah, that's true too. What would happen if I grab Whitfield over Sinclair for that buy? Whitfield's break even's higher though, I'm pretty sure. But if I wanted to avoid that buy, and he's got Richmond and Carlton next to does Whitfield. Just wouldn't leave me as much cash. Sinclair versus the break even's still high. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Stuff Whitfield. Sinclair this week, it's got to be just break even game. God. I just don't know if Noah Anderson gets tagged or if bloody Rao does. Let's look at Rao. It is tempting to get Rao and what's his name? Rao and Bolton and just keep Rao as M9. Gosh. Thanks, Paris and CWT to make me think about players that you guys have considered as well. Make me feel like I'm not going nuts. Rao was impressive with 29 disposals, of which 14 were contested, 9 results in clearances. Add to that, 9 tackles. So his best in the last 4 rounds by a long way. What was his time on ground like too? Did that increase? Someone said he played a whole quarter at some point. Can you grab Rao and Bolton in top 50? Is that too much to ask for? History against, so average against St Kilda. It's the lowest opponent. Yeah, yuck. He's only got 1 Marvel data, and that was against Richmond. Venue, where's he score well at? That's in alphabetical order, isn't it? That doesn't help me at all. So what is his last scores? 82, 98, and 51. Why so bad, Rally Rao? If this was TIO, I'd be convinced. So he's break even anyway. 72. So what's his? Let's see if he goes 100. What would he be next week anyway? I just hate that he's a freaking marvel. Why can't I see what he's at? Okay, cool. I can't play projections. Why can't I play projections? Maybe I got to trade him into my side to play a projection game. I might have all your teams. I might have all. I'll play projections and then I'll have a look at one of your sides if you don't mind. I actually want to look at the guys in the top 50 and what they've got there. If they're okay with that. If not, I'll just look at it by myself. So Matty Rao. Let me look at the price now, Rao. Now I'm pretending to trade you in. Come on, where did it go? There's that freaking projection button. I get stuffed. Okay, it is here. So let's say he goes 100 this week. Or he goes next week. Yeah, okay. So let's say he goes actually a 120 here. What are we doing? So then he goes up 11k if he goes 100. Well, yeah, okay. If he goes 120, he's going 20k up and he's 480. 480. You can probably wait a week on Rao, can't you? Anyway, I think I'm almost going to go to bed. I'm fucking going to go through some of these things and anyway. Yes, that's right. Maxwell, yeah, I'm going see Sheriff Goldstein can get 100 against Darcy Cameron. Sure can go 150. Yeah, true. Good point, Max. Not having cheese is so good. Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Paris, so unless your alternative is Midfield, you are making the right choices with Sinclair. You already have Clark. Don't overthink it. Yeah, true. Yep. Everyone makes me overthink in their streams. Real will never enter my team again. Bolton. I don't like Vicentini. I'm actually pretty cold on Vicentini. Top 900 max nons. Yeah. We'll see. What did we say here before? Rankings. Come on, computer. Piss this off for a second. Give us a like for the stream. Oh my god, it's almost 2 a.m. I better go to bed. I'm going to bed at 2. Season in Richmond rank I'm 5th. 33rd in Victoria. Yeah, right. Cool. Anyway. Yeah, wow. Okay. So is it Dale play, Holmes play? Oh yeah, you did well because you didn't even have Juan Francis. Oh, what are you going to do this week for your backline? Carroll's going to be playing for you, is he? Oh, that's probably why he wants Mills. That makes more sense. Okay. So Mills at D6 allows him to grab a Jackson maybe as well. Interesting. Explains the Mills chat. That actually makes a lot more sense now looking at it on paper. Yeah, I forgot what old mate said he was as well. 39, I think. Say 39. I'll have to go back to my body stream here and have a look. All right, so I'm off to get some shut Me too, surely. Shut brother. Thanks for the chat. Hope you killed this week. You too, mate. Honestly, you too. Good luck and keep us posted, which definitely will, mate. 100%. Enjoy your sleep and better get out of here too. Yeah, thanks for jumping on. Max, it's 2 a.m. What did you do to me? Yeah, no, honestly, I've been looking at bloody weird things now. What did he say he was? I just want to have a look what his side was again. Let me scroll all the way up. 39th. So this is the 39th side. So what do we got? He's going to bed, so hopefully his rewatch system tomorrow, potentially. So, wow. Yeah, wow. He copped all 3 of them too. God. He's got Marshall, Cherry, and Gorn as well. But he's got Braithwaite and Merritt as well. He's got Neil. Oh, wow. He's kept Reed. Oh, he's got a brilliant side. Wow. Still held on to Ashcroft too. Far out. Pity that he copped all 3 too. Like, that's rough as. It's probably good that these highly owned players can give us a reason to not have cookie cutter sides, though, to be fair. Like, it's a nice feeling when a big-time owned player, you have to do something about it, whether you hold or trade, his ownership's going to go down. So McRae's he's out of 21.2% of sides. So he'll go down to 53%. Interesting. I can't believe he's 74% owned. 53% of holding him is crazy. Horn Francis, what's he owned? I can't believe McRae was not owned by more than 70%, to be honest. Horn Francis, anytime soon. And we're going better than 8 minutes, I'm stuffed. The Horny one, far out while that loads. Anyway. CWT, I think I'm going to lock it in. Yeah, wow. McRae and Ashcroft to Jackson and Mills. I like it because of the side you've got in your back line there. Wow. Oh, wow. That's probably the most ballsiest trades ever. Oh, it pays off too. You'll probably be top 10 for sure. Man, I'll be looking out for this game too. That's crazy. And their pods. If Mills goes 100 and Jackson goes 160 against Vincentini, you'll be laughing. You won't even care about the buys. Oh, wow. Oh, man, I want to see this. Probably BC Jackson too? Wow. That makes sense. Especially against Vincentini and Gornsey, I think. Wow. All right, I'm going to read this last couple of questions and get out of here. I'll have a look at the 164th side and then call it a night. Mills is so I don't have to field Carroll. I know. Yep. As soon as I saw that, that's why I analysed. I was like, yeah, that makes more sense. That's a good point. Like, you don't want to mess around. So 164, and then I'm going to bed after the couple comments. I've already looked at a lot of these other coaches that have given me their teams before, but give me your team in a screenshot, because I don't normally do this often anymore. So Tyler ranked 164. But I just want to talk at some of the big dogs. This is a good side too. Yeah. Dacos, yeah. Wow, yeah. Racial Merritt, yeah, with okay, Cops and Carnage as well. Callahan, McRae, good side. Marshall as well. Jerry and Gone as well. Yeah, very good. Very, very good side. Rate that. There's a lot of good sides too. The Mills, I'd probably do the Mills plan in your situation because of SARD, CWT. Iconic greetings from Sweden. Oh my god, it's almost 6 p.m. here. Holy shit, that's crazy. I can't believe there's someone living in the Scandinavia on this chat. Yeah, well, there you go. How random is that? Rankin Spards 164. It's a good side. Very good side. Iconic, what are the chances? Good to hear. Should add each other on Bloody X and get a beer from Sweden somewhere. I did the same thing as you with Marshall. Haha. Very nice. Well, thank you everyone for watching. After all that Bolton talk, I think I'll still stick with my guns and interesting talk about Rao and Mills and Jackson and all that. So thank you for everyone who's subbed lately. I've been subbed for a while now and appreciate all the following and support. Give us a like. And if you haven't subbed already, give us a sub. We're at 1K now. So enjoyed tonight and I'll do a live stream probably tomorrow night potentially, I reckon. So keep an eye out for that. Tick the little sub button, you'll get notified anyway, I'm sure. I'll post my final trades on X anyway, but I'll keep you guys posted. So there you go. Tyler said, didn't know you were doing it though. He's talking about the Marshall trade. I didn't know I was going to do it until 3 minutes before the bounce, to be honest, for TDK. So anyway, I'll leave my side there. Peace out, guys. Enjoy your sleep. It's bloody 2 a.m. Thanks everyone for joining. See ya.